Due to force majeure rescheduling, the Carlow Car Club had the honour of hosting the final round of the Naylor Engineering National Hillclimb and Sprint Championship 2017. A few more entrants swelled the start list for a drier day on the Sunday at this Goresbridge venue. Gary Cunningham could smell the potential for his diminutive sports car on this narrow course and screeched up the hill, just 1100ths behind Rob Dwan on run 1, almost a full second ahead of Rory Stevens' broader, more powerful SR8. It was frustrating for Stevens, who could feel his car had the pace to possibly score his second career victory, but he just couldn't squeeze it through the chicanes fast enough. Gary Egan was also struggling to repeat his remarkable chicanery of the first day, with a cone strike on run 1 and then a safe time on 2. Billy White was leading him in 4th place overall up to run 3, where Egan found a time between his best 2 from the previous day for 3rd overall. The action was intensifying. Russell Stanworth, in a tight contest with John Donnelly, overshot this junction and had to give in to the Reynard SF80 driver, who claimed 6th overall on the final 4th run. John Mahan was struggling to get his wide car through the first chicane, but recorded 8th overall. But talk about trying to fit a square peg through a round hole. Rory Stevens' attempt to re-establish his sports car superiority came crashing into earth, literally, with quite a big off at that chicane. A sorry way to end the season, but this fine car also proved its safety in such a situation. After a balk on run 3, Dwan put in a stunning time, a full 2 seconds quicker than the Saturday pace, for a definitive win, bookending his season with wins at the beginning, middle and end of the year. 2018 must be an exciting prospect for him. Peter Cummins kept on course on Sunday, his Darien looking like a Le Mans Porsche that had taken a big bite out of a Ferrari. As for that overall battle, Dara Fay did all he could, finishing fastest saloon, but it wasn't enough as Ben O'Brien finished just behind him, collecting 9 points to win the coveted Simon McKinley trophy by just 1 point. It probably wasn't even a battle Dara expected to be in at the start of the year. Tommy Gardner was right in the middle of this contest too throughout the day, leading the boys after run 1, splitting them on run 2. By the end of the day, barely over 2/10 covered the top 3 saloons. Thomas Rafferty won Class 8 again in the Corsa, but this time chased very closely by class champion David Byrne in a similar Nova. Danny Callan finished just behind the nifty older cars, this time but won Class 3A. There was tighter competition in Class 5 too, with Siobhan McCann getting to within a second of Enda Byrne, who won the class in their V. Siobhan held off Michael Nicholson by 1400ths, while he claimed second in this year's class championship. Ian Carroll was keeping the pressure on Brian Curlin throughout the day in the Centos, but he finally recorded that elusive first Cento class win with another hard drive. Sean Murray was the sole contestant in the Historics with his Lotus Elan and consolidated his second place in the class championship, which is decided on handicap. The top 3 drivers overall are removed from the class championship results, such that Russell Stanworth won Libre Class 7. Gary Egan's graduation from saloons was rewarded with a single-seater Class 6 win. Seamus Morris was fastest of the Unlimited Rally Class 9 cars. Peter Cummins soldiered on to score the 3-litre Rally Class title. John Whitley had the Formula 4 and V Class 5 tied up appropriately at the racetrack event in Mondello. Mick O'Shea didn't have to turn a wheel in Carlow to win the historic class with the MGB GT. Second overall in Carlow was a fine way to celebrate Gary Cunningham's Sports Car Class 3C win. Ben O'Brien takes the Ultimate Saloon Class 3B win, in addition to the overall saloons, indebted to Dennis Hogan for lending him his car. John Kennedy proved how hard it is to title these classes, winning the Super Saloon Class 3A in his Dax Rush sports car. Tommy Gardner won 1600 Saloon Class 2, but also proved the speed of this category with that overall saloon win on the first day in Carlow, just as Martin Flanagan and Declan Gannon did with their Class 9 cars in Wexford and Limerick. Dara Fay so nearly took the Saloon Championship with a Bantam Saloon Class 1A Swift, a remarkable achievement, but he's convincingly won that class with a straight set of wins, which actually started in Carlow mid-season in 2016. Unless it snows, we'll probably never see a Cento top the saloon times, but in a sense that's the point of the class, to keep a cap on the development of the cars to promote driver talent. Damien Walsh is the latest to add his name to the winners list. Joe Courtney, Gary Egan and Billy White have all served their time in the little cars. We spoke to Rob Dwan just after he scored that event-winning time. Robert Dwan, after run 3, you've made a significant progression in time there. It's looking good for the afternoon.
Yeah, hopefully it was a good run now, in fairness. We bothered yesterday with the tyres. One of the tyres was completely dead after Mondello. It was far too soft for the track, and we were just scrubbing it all morning with the Jour plane and trying to get new fresh rubber. And in fairness to Dad, he was flat out at it for the morning. He did a fantastic job, and tyres came good now today, in fairness. And yeah, just getting more comfortable with the hill. Does that crest, the second crest, is fairly exciting when you're coming into it in 5th gear, but I'm enjoying it now.
You've kind of bookended the year with
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
the wins.
Yeah, it's great to win the first and the last. Well, touch wood if we win the last one. Now you'd never bet against the boys in the Renault now. They could do another kamikaze run like yesterday and pull something out of the bag. But yeah, hopefully we'll get today now. But yeah, it's not a bad year now, in fairness. For a car that turned the wheel 17th of March, the first time in its own, to be where we are now and get 2nd overall in the championship, but we're delighted. We didn't think we'd be this far up the list at all, and like, for something you build yourself and you go out and race and it works, we're just over the moon with it. And again, I cannot thank Pat Roach and Jordan enough for all the work they've done with our sponsors as well, for Smithstown Light Engineering, Park Crash Repairs, Christy Carey and Keller Science as well. They've just helped so much to get where we are now, and we just thank them for their continued support.
Well done, Rob, and ambition for next year. There's only one place more to go, isn't there?
Yeah, we'll get a bit of rubber now together for next year and get a few funds together again, and yeah, sure, we'll have to go back anyway next year. Yeah, definitely.